Morning. So we are up and at 'em on a Sunday morning, ready with the tandem. We are going on a ride today that is an Audax ride, but we're riding it as a permanent event, which means you pick your time, day, whatever, and you record your GPS track and then you submit it for validation. Audax events are coming through now. There's more and more on the calendar, but there wasn't quite one to suit us, so we've picked a local one to do just to get back into the swing of things and get back on the bicycle again. Yeah, we're kind of in a bit of a funny start. I've forgotten the water bottles. I've got the card for the GoPro, so it's kind of all feeling a bit like we're a bit rusty at this at the moment, but we'll get on. It's 200k, so it's the quintessential Audax distance, and hopefully we should be okay. We've actually ridden it before in the depths of winter, so hopefully it won't be quite... Oh, bloody hell.
Just the dregs of the tea.
Yeah, you almost got me there. Thanks.
Oh, don't lose the focus.
Okay, I've lost my focus now. So, yeah, we're going back to do it again, and hopefully we should be riding up through Flash, the highest village in the UK, in daylight this time. It's dark last time, but yeah, that's the van shot. I think that's my cue to get on the back. So, bottles, check. Bacon butty, check. And we might actually get started at some point this morning. We're on our rather handsome Doors Galaxy Twin today. Not the tandem we'll be riding around the world because it's too long to fit on an aeroplane. But a rather handsome looking bike. So we're climbing already, up and out of Wirksworth up to Middleton Top, where we will join the High Peak Trail. We'll be rolling along that for a bit. Reasonably warm at the moment, due some rain later on. But yeah, steady start. Hello, Goose. Oh, hello. So we are flying along the High Peak Trail, old railway line. Links quite nicely up with the Tissington Trail as well. Fantastic off-road routes that are really good for anybody on a bike. Really scenic. And horses as well. The horses up front. Well, I can't see. I think the camera can see. Oh. Oh. Along the trail here. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, it's 200k's today. Partly just to get us on the bike, especially after my small deviation into long distance running, which I've now quelled in the build up to around the world. And partly so hopefully we can get what's called an SR series, a Super Runner series in this year. So that's a 200k ride, a 300k ride, a 400k ride and a 600k ride, which is validated by Audax, so hopefully this will be the first. And it's also training as well now, because we've just a few days ago found out we have successfully got into a ride called All Points North, which is an epic ride in the north of England between 10 control points, which is going to cover at least 1,000 kilometres. So that's going to be the big one of the year in September. So training starts now, frankly. We'll see how we get along today. Might be riding some of the other rides solo, but we're riding All Points North tandem, so it is good to get the rides in thick and fast now. One Nutella and banana bagel for second breakfast. It's now raining slightly as well, which is disappointing because it wasn't meant to rain until later, but this is cheering me up for now. So we're climbing.
We do that when we're trying to climb.
So we just stopped. Hiya.
Right, guys.
Yeah. Hiya. Stopped briefly for a snack, heading up to Axe Edge up there, and it's pretty blooming bitter. It's nearly blooming June and it is freezing, cold and wet. And yeah, it's not like we're pathetic about the weather, but it's getting a little bit damp now. So just approaching one of the highest pubs in England, the Cat and Fiddle. Big climb up here. It's raining already, and yeah, it's been a bit stiff. There's a load of bikers, cyclists coming the other way, and some in a sportive as well. But yeah, obviously been past them all. Here it is, the summit. Now it's all downhill to Macclesfield. Stop for a food break. You can see it's yeah, really warmed up. There's a bitter wind. We have had some sunshine, but it is still absolutely freezing. Feels like this wind. Well, it's southerly, isn't it? So it's not even like it's blowing straight from the North Pole. Just don't understand how it's so cold. But, at least we've lost some height down from the Cat and Fiddle. Heading out towards Bunbury, which is our turning point, and then it's heading back east again. You look absolutely frozen. So, still windy. If anything, it's picked up even more. We are wending our way through the relatively flatlands of Cheshire. So we've been saved by a spa which has a microwave, which was amazing news. We've gone about a tiny bit off route. We spotted it and dived in and thought we'd get best cold sandwiches, but I've got a muffin. We've got some slices warmed up which taste amazing. Mine is here and ready to go. And we have some cups of tea as well. So this is a typical Audax pavement picnic. Ooh. Wind's still up. Stevie, however, made the schoolboy error, or novice error, of telling the lady in the shop what we'd done, which has just blown her mind that we've just ridden.
She asked. Because she asked.
Told her we'd actually ridden 90 miles and have still got 40 to go, and she looked at us like we were absolutely mad. But we have warm food, so that's great news. I think we might actually make it up and over Flash now. Right, it is raining, so I'm going to eat my food. We are on the top of things again. Pretty windy up here. And rainy now too. We have just climbed up Gun Hill near Rushton. We're heading towards the Tittenworth Reservoir, then up through Flash and Matlock, and then back to Wirksworth. So here's the reservoir. A little bit less windy down here, just come down a very steep descent. Yeah, another control passed. Normally, if this was a local calendar event, if it was running with the normal times, you'd be stopping here and getting a stamp or getting a receipt to prove your passage. But because we're riding this as a permanent, it's all on the GPS, which is why we've still just gone out and back to there, which Steve is currently fuming at because he thinks it's pointless. But if we don't do the ride, we don't get the brevet. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah.
Right. You don't sound delighted. Not focusing very well in the rain, but this is Flash, the highest village in Great Britain. And blooming heck does it feel like it. Steep road up here, driving rain, but we've got a cracking tailwind, so that's good news. But yeah, it's been a cracking ride. It's a great route. I finally got to see it in the daylight, but in the rain. But it's still very scenic. All the same. Yeah, now we just need to roll on down and in. One more climb, and that'll be that. Let's just hope we're going to be in the time limit.